So, welcome back. It's been quite some time since I've actually made the last video, but today in the morning, I went to go grab these parts at the junkyard, and just for quick demonstration purposes or whatnot, these are, and sorry about the lovely cable cutting or whatnot that I did, but this is from a 740, 2001 740 IL or LI. I keep forgetting what it is. There are certain things that you got to do to acquire this, but it gives you ambient lighting. I'll show you kind of how it looks on a pop-up or whatever, but that is one of the things I got, or four of them, better said. Let's put these aside. I got I want to say working, but who knows? Cars from the junkyard, Let me just pop this out and not break it. Well, whatever. But the only thing that is broken is this collar inside of it, and it's for the automatic headlights, paired with a new rain sensor and automatic headlight sensor that goes in the windshield. So this is all nice and dandy. Funny enough, a 6-speed manual, shift boot. It's sturdy. We're gonna clean this up real quick, and then a N52 throttle body. So this is 84 millimeter throttle body and the wiring harness. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with this, but well, I know for a fact that it fits on the M60 intake manifold, and I have a Turner Motorsports 4-inch intake coming for that with the MEF housing, and then they're definitely going to need a tune. And last and most importantly, we see here the xenon headlight. And the reason why I got this, even though it's not in the greatest shape, and we're probably gonna just polish it up in this video and do a 50-50 shot or whatnot, but it's because that lower trim right here that you see, I don't know if you guys remember in my first few videos that I showed you guys how I got the car. This side of the vehicle was hit on the passenger side, so I can't really put my trim, and I've had it stored here, I guess, right here. Stored here for God knows how long at this point, but it's just because the clip that clips in right here is completely broken, so I can't really grab onto it. I don't know if you guys see it, so you see that, but it's this one right here. So yeah, let's get to it. I know that for this specifically, I should just re-lens this, but as of right now, I don't really have the means to actually re-lens the headlight, so I'm just going to do a quick polish on this. So let's just disassemble these lovely things. Since they are all broken, I might keep them just because my other headlight probably doesn't have it, if I remember correctly. Let me grab a pick and just pick this out. I don't know, I mean, it's been sun beat, so it's probably just more trash, but let's just keep that there. I'm gonna give this thing a quick wipe with degreaser. Just to see how bad the condition is of this thing. It's pretty poor, if you ask me. Sun beat junkyard or whatnot, but we'll just do a lovely quick polish. Hopefully I can take that bottom trim off without breaking it. Knowing me and my super delicate hands, I'll probably break it and break the bracket that holds it in, to be 100% honest with you. So that's that. This is coming out nice. Actually, I don't even know why I picked this up at this point. That is also broken, but this clip is good. Let's see if my trim has it. Yeah, that clip is also good, so that's a double plus. We're just gonna set that aside and then give this bottom piece also a quick wipe, since it also has all this grime and dirt. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's all pretty dirty. So the correct thing to do is literally just wiping this thing off before you attempt to do any of polishing or anything like that. So I don't know how long this car has been sitting in the junkyard, but it definitely has been a pretty long time, because it doesn't look all that good. So I'm just gonna put you guys on a time lapse. All right, we're back. So after a quick wipe, you guys can see that it's not all that good. I mean, yes, there's still some grime on the bottom, but honestly, you can't really see that. So let's see how I can set this up. Whatever, just a box. Therefore, you guys can see. Let's call it 50-50 right here. I don't have painter's tape, so this is what I'm gonna use. Yeah, I think that's 50-50. I'm gonna do a double pass. And this is just the way I do it. I mean, there's millions of videos out there for polishing headlights, but maybe this one is simpler for you guys. So let's do that. And what am I using? I am using a bucket of water and a bunch of wet and dry sandpaper. Starting with 600, then we're going to go to 800, and then probably 1,000 in here. Is this 1,000? Yep, 1,000, 1,500 somewhere. 1,500, 2,000. Well, 2,000. Well, somewhere there's 2,000 and then 3,000. So let's get to it. Probably put you guys in another time lapse and we should be good until we're polishing. So we got 600 grit. You guys can see all the oxidation that's coming out of this. We're just gonna wipe it down just with a random rag or microfiber towel that you have, just to see how it's going. I'm pretty sure that this is pretty beat up internally, so don't be too alarmed. We just want to see if there's equal streak marks or whatnot of your sanding. I like to do a very aggressive 3 passes on the initial 600, just because, you know, especially if this is a junkyard headlight, which it is, that, you know, it's been sitting there for God knows how many months, years, or whatever. So this is my 3rd pass, and I'm just gonna make sure that, you know, not a lot of oxidation comes back, and then we can move on. All right, quick wipe off again, and just let it kind of dry out and see what it's looking like. I'll just show you as of right now, both sides. Yes, this looks better because it's not hazy like that as of right now. This, I don't think it has any type of clear coat, to be honest with you. Let me see if I can find a sprayer with water and I'll show you what you mean. When it comes to just checking how good of a polish it's gonna make or whatnot, would be just grabbing, it's not speed wipe, I've been using the container just for water, but just spray it up and you'll see how much clearer it looks. And this is just, mind you, that is just with 600. So we're gonna move up to our next sandpaper, which is 800. So let's do that. And yeah, you want to keep your surfaces wet. The sandpaper is wet enough. So the reason why we're doing this is just for the simple fact that we want to smooth out the 600 grit sand marks, and we're gonna do this up to 3,000. I know it's a little bit overkill, but you guys will see in the end. All right, so again, quick wipe. And it looks like absolute crap, but again, just do a little water trick. And we're just doing this because it kind of acts like clear, but it's not, and whatever. But you guys get the idea of just making sure that your sand marks are going away. And then again, you can do how many passes you want, but just make sure that you're not fully eating the entire plastic away. The hell is this? Moving to 1,000. Let's put this back. Yeah, painter's tape would have been great, but clearly I don't have any, and too late. Started the video. I'm not gonna go pick it up, but 2 passes of 1,000. Now we can go to 15, and honestly, do this by feel. You guys might say doing motions like this doesn't work, or motion like this, or circle, whatever. Honestly, pick whatever is easy for you. At the end of the day, if you have a DA, it'll take it all away. If you have a polisher, if you know how to use it, honestly, it will also take it away. So no problem on that. And now, 1,500 grit. And you guys should be seeing while I sand and the water's getting through it. It's probably a better and clearer picture of how it's gonna turn out. And mind you, this is only 15, so yes, overkill, we're going to 3,000, but you guys will see the result.
And his name is John C.
Now we're up to 2,000 grit. Wetting the sandpaper again. And now finally 3,000 grit. right, final wipe off before polishing, and make sure that it's extremely dry. Not like what I'm doing right now. Let me go grab another rag that is clean. Set this puppy back up. Probably put another piece of tape there, but let me grab another rag first. Make sure that this is fully dry. And I don't know if you can tell, but it already looks night and day. And honestly, 3000 grit is the magic sauce when it comes to clarity. You guys might be saying that this is great, but this is just how it came from the junkyard. So let me grab another piece of tape and we will show you what we're working with when it comes to polishing, since maybe you guys have a polisher, maybe you guys don't. But we're just doing another piece of tape on top of that. Yes, it's overlaying and it's not the greatest, but again, no painter's tape. So, for polishing, for this type of application, just for now, we're just gonna use your lovely Meguiar's plastics. And it says it here, clear plastics cleaner and polish. And then, honestly, you can use any type of polish when it comes to that. You have your optical grade final polish, which is from Chemical Guys, or is it from Chemical? Yeah, it is Chemical Guys. And V38. And this is my lovely orbital polisher that we're going to be using to get this job done as of right now. And we'll show you the next steps. All right, so since this is dry, we're just going to do this first half, and then I'm going to do the other half off camera. Therefore, you guys don't have to sit through it, but this is what I do when it comes to polishing headlights and using this. You guys want to shake this up and then dab, let's say 3. Let's make it 4. Why not? Dab 4 of the smaller ones. I might have to do this on the ground because I can't really grab it. It's really hard when it's not on the car. But actually, let me just use this box again. Put this over here. I think that should do. So I just like to spread it over. Hopefully this is not too loud, and if it is, while editing, I will put you guys in whatever scene movie thing, but I'm gonna spread it out at 2500, or sorry, 1500. Just move it all over the place and then start increasing it little by little. You guys can definitely see that this side versus this side is totally different. I mean, maybe the lighting doesn't help as much. Let me just move you guys over here. Hazy and yellowy, not so hazy and yellowy. But again, this is only just the first pass. I like to do 2 to 3 passes with this just because, you know, it's never, you can really never polish your headlight too much. Let's put it that way. At least, not in my opinion. right, so now we can just wipe off whatever excess there is. And we have this beautiful side and then not so beautiful. Let's do the 50-50 comparison. Again, sorry for not having painter's tape or something that actually sticks, but let's just wipe this off. Not a very good 50-50, but you guys can definitely see 100% difference. Mind you, this has particles and whatnot inside of it. It's probably because the seals are bad, I think, or whatever. Somebody decided not to put bulbs or whatever, and things got in there. So that's that. And I'm just gonna do this off camera, therefore I can show you the final product. All right, so just finished both sides of the polishing, or sorry, sanding and polishing, but you guys can see it's not brand new, but it definitely looks better than how it was. You guys have the optional part of clear coating it or putting some wax on it, therefore it seals the micro cracks or whatever you have going on. And guess what? It is the original ones, and yes, these are HIDs. That's why I had to go grab them in the junkyard. If not, they were like $600. But all in all, it's great. The only thing, and let me see if I can show you guys, but the only thing that I'm gonna have to do with this is just the adjusters. This is beyond bad. Like, the entire thing is just gone. So that's probably gonna be at some point, but honestly, let me know what you guys think. To the next one. Honestly, let me know what you guys want to see. This is probably what, 2-3 months, maybe even more from last video that I posted. So like, comment, subscribe. Peace, guys.